back to my channel and welcome to another Wake Up Wednesday! As you can tell, I have not moved, I have not changed. It is the same day, I'm wearing the same outfit, but it's better that I film my Wake Up Wednesdays back to back so that I have content and then I don't obviously have to rush and then not create good quality content and all of that good stuff. And I'm so sorry if the light goes in and out a little bit because I'm literally facing, there's a massive window in front of me, which is great, but it just means that because obviously we're in like winter now, well, still autumn, but autumn winter, the sun is not really consistent, so I do apologize if the sun goes in and out. Anyway, we're not even going to take too much time because this is the topic. We are of course back with another Wake Up Wednesday. You know what it is already. Wake Up Wednesdays are here to trigger you. They're here to stir the pot where you don't want me to stir. They're here to make you feel some type of way, but it's all for your own good. It is in order to make sure that you are living and existing at the level of which you deserve, okay? And that is at your greatest level. So that's exactly what I'm here for. So let's get straight into it. So today's Wake Up Wednesday, you know that I was gonna come for y'all when you saw the title of this video. Stop putting filters on your life. And then I've got an additional part. Filters are for Instagram, not for your life. Oh my gosh, guys. I listen to a lot of motivational stuff. I listen to a lot of speakers. Obviously, you have to study your craft, you know. I am a speaker myself and I am somebody who wants to be speaking at a very, very high level. I'm talking corporations, companies, organizations, at the biggest events, be running my own massive, huge events all across the world. Those are all the things that are, on my plan and the list of things that I want to do. So in order for me to get better at my craft, I have to watch other people who do the same thing, see how they navigate, see how they work. The only reason I mention that is just because I was listening to, you guys know I talk about him quite a lot, Eric Thomas. Please guys, if you know that you want to go into speaking, or you just want to be inspired, you just want to get inspiration, you just want to be helped, make sure you listen to Eric Thomas. Eric Thomas is just a blessing in our generation. He speaks like life into you, like it touches your soul. He's just an amazing man. I'm gonna meet him very, very soon. I can feel it in my bones. He has no clue who I am, but very soon, Eric Thomas, we are going to meet and we're going to be good friends. I'm going to be definitely a learner. I'm going to sit below you and I'm just going to learn from you, but I can definitely say that we are going to be friends. Okay, I'm just putting it out there. But no, I was listening to something that Eric Thomas basically said, and I think it was something to do with filters, and the title just popped up in my head. Stop putting filters on your life. And I'm so sorry, my battery died, so I just had to swap over the battery packs as you do. But anyway, as I was saying, I was watching Eric Thomas and he said, some stuff about like filters and almost like pretending, not really, allowing yourself to see the realities of your life. And I was just like, damn. So I'm gonna give credit where it's due. This was basically what I'm about to express to you now. Inspiration was drawn from Eric Thomas's talk. I don't know which talk it was. I listened to so many of his speeches, I genuinely don't know like which is which anymore. I listened to too many of them. And also, if you guys want me to do a full video on books to read, podcasts to listen to, people's speeches to listen to, even people on Instagram to follow, if you do want inspiration, all that kind of stuff, I can do a whole video on that, just so that you kind of know the right things that you should be ingesting, know the places that you should be going to and getting the gems, just in case you don't really know on your own. So let me know in the comment section below if you want me to do that for you, and I'll make sure I do that. But yeah, essentially, in short, it's very, very simple. Stop putting filters on your life. Filters are for Instagram. And even then, sometimes filters shouldn't be even used on Instagram because they lie. Filters are essentially a manipulation of the truth, okay? The truth is that in most of my pictures on Instagram, I use something called Facetune. I don't look as smooth as that. Yes, okay, do you know what? I can't lie. I have pretty good skin. You guys have seen it in camera. You guys have seen it on videos, etc. yes, okay, I do have pretty good skin, but I have wrinkles under my eyes, I have wrinkles around my mouth, I have dark circles, dark spots, hyperpigmentation, all of that stuff your girl has. But guess what? I use Facetune and I smooth out some of those wrinkles, because when I lost a lot of weight, I got a lot of wrinkles under my eyes, and I've been very open about it. I even said that underneath an Instagram post. I've spoken about using Facetune in a few of my Instagram posts, but I got a lot of wrinkles under my eyes, and apparently it happens when you lose a lot of weight very, very quickly. Don't know why, I guess because my face was stretched and then it just, I don't know. But anyway, I have a lot of wrinkles under my eyes, and you know, I have wrinkles around my mouth. I have a lot of wrinkles basically. You don't see them because I use Facetune and I put filters. And sometimes that's really bad. It's not a great thing. I'm not saying it, you know, with the most pride. Yes, I use it. It is what it is. But filters, they are a manipulation of the truth. That's why a lot of the times you see all of these Instagram models, you look at them and you think, wow, they are so buff. Then you see, or even just girls that look phenomenal on Instagram, then you see them in real life and you're like, and not even just girls, by the way, guys as well. You see girls and guys on social media, you think, wow, they are so gorgeous, they are epitome of beauty, wow, look at them, yes. Then you see them in real life, you're like, who is that? You can't even recognize them because that filter manipulated the truth of who they are. It told you a different story. It told you a lie. Now I can just about handle it on Instagram and on social media because I use it too. I use filters, I use Facetune, I use all of that good stuff. Okay, social media, cool. But when it comes to your life, you need to stop using filters. And I'm not even just necessarily talking about online, i.e. you're posting up pictures of realities that are not really your reality, where you're just posting up making people think that that's the type of life you're living. I'm not even talking about that right now. I'm talking about the filters, i.e. you look at your own life and you don't want to take into account or just take facts for facts. You are trying to pretend that your life is phenomenal when really your life is burning to the ground. You are trying to pretend that your family is okay when really they're being torn apart. You're trying to pretend that, you know, everything is going fine when really and truly mentally you are really going through it. Stop doing that. Stop trying to put filters on your life. You need to face the facts, face reality. Now you guys know how I talk always. I talk a lot about, you know, speaking things into existence, affirming things over your life even when you don't believe it initially. I talk a lot about, you know, making sure that you are having visions and looking at, you know, and having faith in the things that you can't quite see right now. Now there is a big difference between having faith and hope for a better future, or the light at the end of the tunnel, whatever you want to call it. There is a big difference between that and completely disregarding the reality of your existence right here, right now. There is a massive difference. No one is saying don't hope. No one is saying don't have faith. No one is saying don't encourage yourself, don't affirm things over yourself. But if there is a problem, deal with it head on. You cannot pretend that problem away. You can't pretend or wish away that problem. That doesn't happen, which is why you hear of so many people who tell the same story. They repeat the same thing, that they had an issue that they endured or that they went through when they were younger, but because they never dealt with it, later on in the future it caught up with them because they never took the time out to actually deal with the issue. Rather, all they did is that they covered it. They put filter upon filter upon filter, pretended it wasn't happening, tried to ignore it, swept it under the carpet, and then guess what happened? 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the line, they're trying to live their own life. They might even be married and have their own partners and have their own children, have their own stuff going on in their life, and they can't quite make things work out. They can't quite live in their own existence. They can't quite go to the level of which they want to get to because they didn't deal with the things of the past. And then you always hear about people going back to try and deal with the things of the past, the things that they should have dealt with in the first place. Anyone that's been watching my stuff a little bit more recently would know that I started doing confidence coaching. It's something that I enjoy doing so much. I have met some of the most amazing people, and just seeing, you know, them getting like that light kind of just fire up in their eyes and just seeing them ready to take life by the neck. I think this is going to be my new phrase, take life by the neck and demand it to give you more, okay? Just seeing that happen with people is absolutely phenomenal. It's a humbling experience. But one thing I always do with every single coaching client is I sit down with them and I say, okay, before we can move forward, we have to take a step back. And I remember I've spoken about it in a video as well before. I make sure that I sit down with my coaching clients this and we just go back a little bit. We talk about your history, we talk about how you grew up, we talk about the things that you've been through, just so I can get an idea of who you are today. Because all of those things, yes, while you have changed, while you have, you know, renewed yourself, you changed your mindset, maybe you've you know, forced yourself into becoming a new person, which is a great thing. Change is phenomenal, change is inevitable, but that person that you were still has, you know, some part to play to who you are today. So it's so important to take a step back sometimes so that we can truly deal with what we are facing with right now and deal with how we're going to become great in the future. So it's so important that we really do face up to our reality. If you know that you are in a bad financial place, don't pretend and sit there and be like, you know, yes, you can say, okay, so again, I have to make it very, very clear because I don't want people to feel like, oh, Nisi, you're contradicting yourself because you're always talking about, I am very rich, I am very wealthy. Yes, I am very, very rich and I'm very, very wealthy, but I don't get it twisted. I also make sure I look at my bank account and actualize and realize the reality of what my bank account is saying. And I say, okay, so I know that right now my finances, you know, are saying this and this and this. So how can I budget? How can I, you know, be effective with how I'm spending my money? How can I make sure, you know, there's no point, for example, me knowing that yes, I am rich, I am wealthy, and that is, you know, me speaking both to my present but also to my future. Yes, I am all of those things, but when I look at my bank account and I look at what I can see, I know that it doesn't make sense for me to go into, let's say, Gucci and spend 500, a grand on clothes and shoes. That makes zero sense. It's because I am looking at my reality and I'm accepting it. Now, the only difference is I'm accepting it, but it doesn't mean that I'm sitting in it. Just because I'm accepting my situation, I'm saying, okay, cool. I accept my situation, I am looking at my reality and I'm facing up to it, but how now can I live? What do I need to do in order to make sure that, number one, I'm good right now, but that I'm even better in the future? So that's where it is. It's about making sure you have that balance, understanding that, yes, speak affirmations over yourself. You guys know how I speak over myself. I don't ever use the B word. I don't like using the B word. You guys already know what the B word is, okay? It is B-R-O-K-E. I don't ever use that word. I am not B-R-O-K-E. Ever. I am just not, because I refuse to speak that over myself. However, I do realize that I have to look at my bank account and say, okay, in reality, darling, yes, we know that you are not that, but you also have to look at where you're at right now and be okay with it and know how you're going to navigate yourself. Otherwise, you're going to end up doing stupid things, like I said, maybe going into an overdraft limit that I can't pull myself back out of and spending stupid amounts of money on stupid things. That doesn't make any sense. It's not, you know, it won't help me to grow. It won't help me to do better. In fact, it will drag me into an even darker pit and maybe even into a place that I can't climb out of. Stop putting filters on your life. Filters are for Instagram. Save the filters for social media. Save the filters for that digital world out there. For your life, sometimes you need to sit back, have a look at yourself in the mirror and take a reality check. If things are not going right, maybe it's because you haven't taken a reality check. You haven't assessed yourself. You guys know I talk about self-assessment a lot. Taking some time to really assess yourself. Okay, where am I at right now? Cool, I'm here, here, and here. Okay, this is not where I want to be. How can I get better? You can only do that, how can I get better part, once you've checked yourself and you've noticed what is going on right here, right now. So I'll say it one more time just so it settles into your very soul and into your very, very heart. Stop putting filters on your life. Filters are for Instagram. They're not for your life. Sometimes you need to take a reality check. You need to look at yourself and deal with the things that you are actually going through right here, right now, so that you can progress and be better in the future. And I realized that I was completely in the weirdest part of the frame this whole entire time. But it is what it is. I'm gonna see how I can edit it and what I can do. But no, once again, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I love you guys always, always, always. You guys are always so supportive and amazing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And of course, make sure you get involved in the conversation by hashtagging WakeUpWednesday. You know I love hearing from you guys, hearing your opinion, hearing what you have to say. Of course, you might watch this, like I said before, and think you're completely contradicting yourself. You guys know I always talk about, you know, walking by faith and not by sight. You guys know I always talk about, you know, speaking things into existence, affirming yourself even when you don't necessarily believe it. But you know, it's so important to take a moment to really check yourself, to do a full-blown reality check. Do an MOT over yourself. Do it so that you can see and recognize, you know, some of the issues and the problems that you have right now, and so you can assess and know, okay, this is what's happening right now. What do I have to do in order for me to progress? It's all a part of the process. It's all a part of the journey. But thank you so much once again for watching. I love you guys always for watching. I'll see you guys again next week for another Wake Up Wednesday. Stay beautiful.